Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening. Welcome to another After Dark with Shawn Cornelius. I am Shawn Cornelius, and I'm here ready to run this down for you. I got another great show for you. We're gonna have a great time. I got another fantastic guest waiting to hit the well, you'll see, hit the screen and have a good time with me. And we're going to do it. So thank you for joining me wherever you're joining me from, sitting at your home watching the show. And you can catch me on BronxNet here on Channel 68. And hopefully you're watching. And we're going to have a great time. My guest tonight allowed me to grace her stage live. And I met some very wonderful people that night. I was able to do this actual CD, the Calm Storm. I did some selections from the Calm Storm. Yeah, 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 and there's a whole bunch of things that I did there, and she even performed with me on a track, a couple of the tracks we did. But I was able to do this. I forget what year it was. Maybe she knows what year it was. It was a couple of years ago. It was a few years ago, and it was very nice. It was a great event, and she had it hooked up very nicely. And we were able to do some things and took some pictures. I still have pictures of that night. So she's here with me tonight and she's going to do a new track. We got a new track, a new piece that she's going to do, and she's going to tell you about who she is. I know her as several things. I know a lot more that I'm going to expose right now. Maybe when she comes on, I'll expose some more. But right now, please welcome to the show, Miss Quantah Moor, and that's exactly how she's a spoken word artist. She does so much. So we're going to invite her on, and you guys can just sit back and relax. Hey there.
Peace and universal blessings, my dear brother. How are you?
I'm fantastic. I know you heard everything I said. Everything
Yes,
was it on point? Was it
it,
wonderful?
absolutely. It was on point. Thank you for the kind words, and I gotta come and support you, my brother. You know how we do. This is just how we do.
Yes. This is your first time gracing the show, and we appreciate you coming and having the time because I know that you work and have other gigs going on and other jobs, and I appreciate you coming through.
Always make time for what you want to make time for, my dear brother. So I'm here.
There you go. There you go. Now let's start it off. Let's we talked a lot. We talked a lot since we met, and we've done a lot of things through me doing stuff. I bought the CD up, which is still available. This CD. This is when I was doing this CD, and we met then, and then you had an event going on. But first, just tell the people about who Quantah Moore is, where she's from, what's her desires in life, and all those good things, so people can get an idea of who you are.
Okay, well, um, I'm a poet and spoken word artist. I represent the 845, yet I'm universal. That's where I reside right now. I've been, in the 845 area code for the past 20 years. I grew up in Manhattan, Hell's Kitchen to Harlem, 145th Street, 121st in Lexington. Like, I lived in actually every borough except for Staten Island. So I represent Brooklyn, I represent the Bronx,
New York, is there?
New York, New York, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, um, I'm a mother of four. I have two grandbabies, and God willing, another one coming on Thanksgiving Day, my little princess. So we praying for her, arrival to be safe and easy. And with my
Yeah.
daughter, Mahogany. Yeah, so I'm currently working on some projects. I've been doing this poetry thing for a long time. That's actually how you and I met at a non-for-profit, function, and
Right.
you was performing your comedy. Then I got up and I did my poetry, and at the end you was like, "Yo, here's my card, link up." And the God in me allowed the God in you to connect. You know what I'm saying? So we've been friends rocking ever since. I think that was like in 19, Lord, not that far back.
You're
Like,
going way back, too far.
like, whoa, wait, that, like 2000 and I want to say 17,
It
18. So
might have been, yeah, I remember that event that was going on, and it was here. It was in the Bronx. It was here in the Bronx.
yeah,
It was 2000. Was it 2017?
I think it was
2018?
2017.
Yeah, and we met then because you invited me to come along to your event, which was when was your event?
The event was like the following year. That was like a whole year later. And so
Right,
it must have been in 2018 when you came out to the Poetry Trap. So yeah,
right,
the
right.
Poetry Trap was my baby. I hosted an open mic in Rockland County and Spring Valley, and then at the Finch Studio Space. Shout out to Damon Finch. That's my partner in crime.
Yes,
He
yes,
allowed me to
yes.
do, the Poetry Trap in Nyack, with him at his venue. And I'm telling you, he's opening up a new one. Shout out to Damon Finch in Manhattan, yo, Midtown Manhattan. So y'all definitely look out for him in his space.
Mm-hmm.
He
Mm-hmm.
supports local artists. You can come in. He has a studio. He had everything that any type of artist could need. You know what I'm saying? Dance space, artistic space, studio space. So shout out to Damon. But that's where we did the Poetry Trap, and we collaborated, and that was a really dope night. The feedback from that night was awesome. The energy that we demanded the energy in the room. You know what I'm saying? It was just real dope. So yeah, so I hosted the open mic for like 4 years. Donated my time to that. um I am the founder of the very first poetry club at Rockland Community College. I am, a returned student, older,
Yes, give you
I
some props. Yep, you get your
got right,
props for that. Yep.
right. So I went back to school in 2014 with 40 nursing credits from when I was 20. And I was like, yo, I want to go back to school. Like I don't want to die and not finish something that I started. That's really where that came from. And what's the
Right,
quickest way for me to turn these 40 credits into a degree? So, I got my bachelor's, my associate's degree in humanities and social science. And then I did 2 more years and got my bachelor's degree and in liberal arts. And here I am. And I created a poetry workshop called Healing the Heart Through Arts Poetry Workshop, and I donated a lot of my time to the youth summer camps and to people with special needs, and just in my community, just spreading love for my love for the arts. You know what I'm saying? Just wanting everybody to be able to understand the power that writing has and how healing and therapeutic it is. I started writing therapeutically in a domestic violence shelter
right,
after
right,
I got slashed in my face, with a razor blade, defending the honor of my 5-year-old daughter at the time, who was now 29 years old. I shed blood for mine, but that's neither here nor there.
right,
And wound up having to go to a domestic violence shelter, and that's where I started writing poetry in 96,
okay,
and I'm dating myself, going way back. And at that time, Jessica Caramore was the first poet that ever won on the Apollo.
mm-hmm.
That's when Love Jones had first came out. So and I was living in Brooklyn at the time, in the heart of Bed-Stuy, not too far from Marcy Projects. And and they say more than trees grow in Brooklyn, like the creative energy in Brooklyn is real. And a lot of writers migrate to Brooklyn when they're doing books and stuff like
Right,
that, because the energy is real in Brooklyn. And that's when I started writing poetry. So, and it turned into it. Actually, I wasn't even supposed to be writing a poem. I was dealing with a brother, and he was like, write me a love letter. So I was like, oh, okay, this is something different and, new, and trying to keep it spicy. So,
that's what we do sometimes.
you know what I'm saying? So I started writing Dear Torrance, but all the emotions and the feelings that I was having wasn't for him. So I flipped the page, and, I had my candle lit in the dark at my dining room table in a domestic violence shelter. My babies asleep, and they was 4 or 5 and 1 at the time. Like, I was going through it. Slashed in my face, lost my husband. Like, I was going through it.
Right, right,
And I wrote my first poem, and the title of that poem was Finding Yourself. How ironic was that? I was writing a love letter and and halfway through the poem, Shawn, I don't know if I ever shared this story with you because I know we build a lot.
Hmm. Hmm.
But in the middle of writing this poem, I had to stop and put the paper down in the pen and give God the
Wow.
glory for
Wow.
giving me my gift. And I simply said, in the name of Jesus, Father, I thank you for this gift. And I vow to respect it and protect it. And, and then every day I was like, oh, and, and I became an inspiration to the women in the shelter. They was like, yo, you wrote something new. And in our meetings, because we would meet, often all the women, because, they had to make sure that mentally we was okay. Because some women almost lost their lives. And like, I mean, it's real. The domestic
Hmm.
violence situation is real. And with COVID, everything heightened with people having to, be in one space with one another, and you can't escape, whatever they're going through. So I, just
Right.
shared my gift of poetry. And
That
and that's where it started.
that
So
but that's how, and I met you through your poetry. You have a story, crazy story leading up to that, but I met you doing poetry. You did, I can't remember which poem you did, and I wouldn't even try to because it was a while ago.
I
um
remember which one it was.
which one did you do at that
It was
show?
called My Slavery. That's what it
Okay,
was.
my slavery. You did that one. We spoke. I gave you the card.
Mhm.
We jumped in. You told me about this event that you were having, and the event that you were having was the event that you were having up in Nyack,
Right.
or up that way, and and I was able to.
You was my feature.
I was a feature act when I did some stuff off of the CD, but you did so much. You did so much leading up to that. That was not your first show. You had done
No.
several shows before that, and you were doing poetry around the metropolitan area, and you
Mm.
were doing so much. And we got together and we did some things and we collabed on some stuff,
Yeah.
and it turned out to be real. I think I still have a couple of those things sitting
Track.
around, the footage, the tracks, and some of the footage. Um,
It came up in my memory not too long ago. I think that show was in September or August. I can't remember, but yeah,
yeah,
it came up as my
that's what
memory.
you know. What That's what happens when you get older. You start
I
losing your
look,
memory.
I
So,
just turned 50. I'm not ashamed of it. That's my rite of
uh,
passage.
I'm 56.
Or,
So yeah, yeah. So you get it. But you branched out. You started doing your poetry, and you've done your poetry. I met you doing your poetry, and you were doing that program with Damon, and then you jumped off and was doing different things. What is it? Do you just, when you're in your frame of mind, you're happy, you're sad, you're excited, or whatever? Do you write, or when? Tell how do you write?
my spirit. It depends on, like, I mean, I'm inspired by so many different things. I could be inspired by the sound of my shoes hitting the concrete. You know what I'm saying? Like, of
Right,
course,
right. Hmm.
love and pain and, the sign of the times. I wrote a poem right after George Floyd passed away. Like, that inspired me to write, and I hadn't written in a while. I go through major writing blocks. You know what I'm saying? What I've done lately, I have completely unplugged from the world. I don't watch television. I don't watch the news.
Hmm.
I stay on social media, and anything relevant or prevalent is going to come up on social media. I look at the weather because I need to
Yeah,
make
yeah.
sure I'm dressed for the day. But I've completely unplugged to allow myself to um, kind of protect my spirit from the heaviness of the world. Not that I don't know what's going on and understand, I could feel it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what keeps me grounded right now is just and because I'm in such a creative mode right now with publishing my 4 books, the children's books, the poetry book, just thinking of different ways to allow my voice to be what's necessary and needed in this time. Poets are the voice for the voiceless.
Well, yeah. So jump into that because you do have. We speak a lot on the side, enough for me to know exactly what's happening. You do have 4 books coming, and you have some stuff out. Name some of the stuff that you have coming out so people can look for it.
Okay, so I have a collection of children's books. It's three of them. The name of the books is Jiggy Popcorn, the world's most exciting pup. And then it's ABCs with Jiggy Popcorn, From Dusk Till Dawn. And then there is the third book, and I haven't titled that yet. I'm still working on the title for that.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
and then I have the collection of the poetry that I've written since '96. And the name of that is The Grooves in My Tongue. Um,
And
and
that's coming out as well. That's coming
and
out with
that's
the.
coming out. I think that will be out first. The poetry book
Okay.
should be hitting within the next 30 to 60 days. And
Hmm.
then the children's book should be hitting New Year's.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, and now obviously, before this show is over, you're going to do a poem from somewhere in that brain of yours. You got something, whether it's old, whether it's new, whether it's right. And like I'm correct.
Yeah, you gonna let me take one hit and pass, or you gonna get let me two
I
strokes and pass?
can't let you do none of that on this show.
Oh Lord,
so,
forgive me, y'all. I
so
forgot this is a
this
family
it's
show.
all good. It's all good. It's all wonderful. Whatever that is, I don't know what that is. That could be anything. But you're going to do some of that before we go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you do that before we take a break and get into it. But I wanted to find out because I write myself, but this is not about me. Specific moods when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're in a uh, romantic mood, when you're in an angry mood. What is it? What is it that gets you writing something? What starts you going?
Um, Emotions, whatever I'm going through at the time. I noticed a lot of my greatest writings happens with like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll wake up out my slumber, hearing, some, a word or a sentence, and it resonates
Right.
with me. And I'll, just pick up my pen and my pad and just start writing. Or I could be pissed off at somebody. Like the last thing I wrote, I was a little upset, with someone. And
Well,
it
go ahead
was,
and tell us about it. You might as well tell us about it.
yeah, it was like, I know, there's certain things that women, expect and demand from, their significant other. And sometimes, we human, we all fall short, of the glory of whatever it is that we dealing with at the time. And I was like, you know what? Why am I stressing over this? Like, whatever, and I was like, I got other things to worry about, and my energy needs to be focused on my legacy, right?
Right.
So I completely turned that energy into like exhale, like whatever, and I wrote the piece that I would love to do for y'all tonight. So there's a little backstory behind that, so now y'all know where it came from. And I had to write a piece to the title of my book. So that's where the inspiration came for the piece, but the energy behind it came from like, whatever, I got me, I'm
So,
good.
so the piece that you're gonna do, well, matter of fact, what we'll do is we'll let you close out the first half with it.
Okay.
The piece that you're gonna close out the first half is this piece that you're talking about right now.
Yes, I'll do that. Yes, it's new. It's the freshest thing I've written. It's like 4 days old. It's my baby. It's my newborn.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it's brand new then. Okay, then we get an opportunity to launch something brand new that Quantah Moore is. It's going to be in. It's going to be in this book that
It's
comes
going
out as
to be
well.
in this book. Yes,
But you're going to do it for the first time
I'm gonna do
on
it live. It's different from reading it to hearing it
right.
and seeing it live, and it turned into an actual song. Actually, I didn't intended to be a song. But as I was creating, and flowing off the top of my head, and repeating what I said, and then adding a line, and repeating and adding a line, it had this crazy flow. And I'm like, dang, it reminds me of an old school flow, an old school track that I loved from the very first time that I heard it, and I still love it. So I played the instrumental and began to flow what I was coming off the top of the head with, and it was like a match made in heaven. So yeah, so it
Okay,
turned into a
nah,
song, y'all. And
that's
I'm
cool.
not, I'm not a rapper by no means. I am a poet and spoken word artist. Let's not get it twisted.
Nah, you don't. Yeah, you don't have to be
It
because
turned,
we
it turned into something else. So I'm very proud of it. And hopefully y'all can vibe out and rock with it too. So whatever.
some people will and some people won't, and that's the real. Some people will, some people won't. We because we did something that we never finished that we have out there that's still floating around that we have to finish at some point. I had the music for, and you had some words, and we were putting something. But that's how things go, right? As a writer, but when you're feeling you're inside of your emotions, whether they're good or bad, you don't know. Sometimes you just need to let them loose, and sometimes they become something that other people are feeling as well, because it's a human quality of what we're going through. Um, and that's the source of it. So that's pretty cool. That all right. So we're looking forward to do that. Let me make sure I got my time right and everything is right. So we got at 2:28, 2:27. We're gonna let you do your thing. So in about 5 minutes. So let's. What advice would you give young females and males? Let's start with the females, since we talk so much and you're involved so much with some of them and the work that you do and what you've been through. What advice would you give them on love, on romance?
On
You know, on
romance.
yeah. What or advice? Period.
Okay, well,
Let's start with
to
the females.
answer that, uh, as far as romance is concerned, first and foremost is love for self. Is the greatest advice I can give anybody, to
All right.
love yourself unconditionally and walk in your truths. And you will attract exactly what is meant for you and where you are in your life. The healthier we are, the healthier relationships we attract. So to eliminate attracting things that are unhealthy for us, we have to first, eliminate the unhealthy things within ourselves. And we're human. So, we're not going to be perfect. So you got to be kind and patient with yourself, going through, life, and
All
it's not a race, it's a marathon. Like it takes time to build yourself and gain the wisdom that is necessary to know better, to do better. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, it's important to have a village, people around you that you can trust, that have your best interests at heart, and it's not going to guide you in the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? We have to listen to one another. Each one teach one. That's real, and your village has to be strong and tight. Your circle got to be official,
right. hmm And that's specifically because I like to break it down. So now that I'll give that towards the females. Both can use them, but now give something specifically for the males. What advice would you give them on romance and love?
In order for a woman to submit to you, she has to respect you. So, brothers, if you want to lead, because you are the head, we are the body, and we follow. So if you don't want a dead planet rotating around you because you the sun, then you have to be the sun and shine bright. And and you will attract, like the sisters, what you are giving. So for the brothers, lead and lead. And don't be afraid to lead. Feminine energy is very powerful, and that's prevalent in the world that we live in today. you know,
Yeah. That's it's kind of different. It's kind of different because
very different.
coming through the time period, you had it was easy for a man to take that lead and a woman to be in her place, but then all of a sudden it shifted, and now you're in a situation where you got women who are stronger than men, some women, and some women who don't mind taking the lead, and but some men can't handle it, and then
Right,
you go through those issues and situations. And I know you have work. I know you have work that touches on those things as well, but we
yeah,
got to just learn to listen to each other and hear
there
each
you
other,
go.
understand each other, and then go with who we're with, and
Right,
not just use them for who we were with or who we think we're going to be with, and just kind of work it out that way. That's
right.
but
And women, this is another thing for women. Stop emasculating your men and let them be men. You know what I'm saying? We got to let the brothers lead us, you know. But again, it goes hand in hand. You want us to submit, then you got to allow us to respect you. So you got to move
you got to step
so
up, and you
that
got to
we
step
can
up.
respect you and submit
Hmm.
to, you know, your direction. You know what I'm saying? Like, and vice versa. Like that we lead too, you know, because I mean sometimes, you know, they, especially you know, we dealing with a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Society, you know,
yeah. Hmm.
fighting amongst ourselves and just trying to figure out life, and everything is just so crazy. So you gotta just be kind and patient with each other, with yourselves, love yourselves first. And, you know, that's the greatest gift you can give anyone, is to give them the best version of yourself. That's it. And
Right, right, right.
time. You know, give the time, invest the time. You
Yeah.
want
S-
something great, then you got to invest in the time. It don't
s-
happen overnight.
s-
Real love don't happen overnight. Stop taking lust and, you know, infatuation and making it love. That's not what love is. It's one kiss at a time, one moment at a time, one, you know, thought at a time, you know, one meal at a time. Like all of that builds up to having something beautiful with someone.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Some people. Well, again, and we could talk about this topic forever,
all
because
night.
some people don't. Yeah, some people don't get it. Some people don't understand it. I didn't understand it when I was younger. You know, we really didn't understand
We
until
didn't.
we
We
got to a
made a
certain
mess.
point. Then we caught it. So just right now, you're hearing what we're saying. Hold that, and then one day it'll click. You know what I mean? If you're too young to understand what we're saying. That's a fantastic way to put it. So it's about 28 minutes into the hour. So yeah, well, I wanted you to get ready and get yourself set up,
Oh,
because
you ready for me
I'm
to
gonna give
flow?
you, yeah, I'm gonna give you the flow, and then we're gonna take a break and let you relax yourself for a couple of minutes. But you let me know when you're ready. And this will hit when you can give us the title of it again, and
Okay,
and
so the,
and
the 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 title of my book is The Grooves in My Tongue. And the track, you know, the name of this piece is The Grooves in My Tongue. It's the, you know, the counterpart to the title of the book. I wanted to end the book with a piece from the title, if that makes any sense.
okay.
So, and then, you know, it'll be coming out, and the plan is to have a QR code on this page so that you can hear it or see it, because I might do a video. That's still up in the air. I'm still playing around with the thoughts of that. um Either give you a visual or at least the, you know, the audio of the piece, so that you can truly appreciate how it was created.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna let you tell me. I'm gonna give you the screen, and then so you're gonna have the screen to yourself. You're gonna have everything to yourself, and then I'm gonna let you start it and
Okay.
finish it, and you let me know when.
I was ready.
Well, now what's the name of it again?
The grooves in my tongue.
Okay. I'll do that. So here's Quantah Moore. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'm gonna get. You know, this is
Okay.
a
Well,
brand new
yeah,
piece.
because we're
So
gonna
hopefully I
do.
don't forget a line or a word or
Well,
something.
we'll never know unless you tell us at the end of it. So yeah, we going the grooves in my tongue. So here we go. This is Quantum Moore doing it for the first time here. The grooves in my tongue on After Dark with Shawn Cornelius, and you go whenever you get ready and go.
Okay, wait. Oh, gotta put the face out. Look, my phone is not acting
It
right.
it don't.
Technical, technical difficulties, y'all. Here we go. I want y'all to vibe out with me real quick. You know I'm old school. So. The grooves in my tongue, virtues unsung, I never quit. Quantum Moor is what you get, 60.7 stars. Power with bars, protected by the best when armored by God. Mathematics simple when the truth is hard. True sparks the light when we lost in the dark. No one understand my gifts got me this far. I got my own day, researching in your toolbar. Glares real bright when in the presence of a star. Clicks, watch closely, popping bottles at the bar. Drip on ice, bling dancing from afar. Smooth taste might fool you, but you would break laws, break jaws. Give life to the cause, no pause. Separate real women from the bras. Flows of original, wisdom imperial. Knowledge, understanding, wordplay, straight criminal. Don't front, you know I got you open. The grooves in my tongue have spoken. Don't front, you know I got you open. All mental chains here are broken. Don't front, you know I got you open. Inhaling on the best smoke token. Don't front, you know I got you open. The grooves in my tongue have spoken. The grooves in my tongue, virtues unsung, I never quit. Quantum Moor is what you get, 60.7 stars. Power with bars, protected by the best when armored by God. Mathematics simple when the truth is hard. True sparks the light when we lost in the dark. Oh, and understand my gifts got me this far. I got my own day, researching in the toolbar. Glares real bright when in the presence of a star. Flicks, watch close and popping bottles at the bar. Trip on ice, flame dancing from afar. Smooth taste might fool you, but you will break laws, break jaws. Give light to the cause, no pause. Separate real women from the bras. Flows of original, wisdom imperial. Knowledge, understanding, wordplay, straight criminal. Don't front, you know I got you open. The grooves in my tongue have spoken. Don't front, you know I got you open. All mental chains here are broken. Don't front, you know I got you open. Inhaling on the best smoke token. Don't front, you know I got you open. The grooves in my tongue have spoken. Quantah Moor is in the building. Peace and universal blessings.
Yes, you see how smooth it came out, and you know you was all worried. Whoa, I'm sorry. Say it again. What was the name of it?
The grooves in my tongue.
All right,
The grooves in my tongue, brother. That's what it
that
is.
and that's exactly what you did. You did it. You did it out real well. I heard it
Thank you.
before, and I got to tell them. So anyway, but it was fantastic.
Thank
A
you.
fantastic way to end off the first half of the
And
show. So you did well. You did well.
thank you.
Good,
I
good.
appreciate it.
No problem. So we're
Mhm.
going to let you take a break. Going to come back and we're going to talk about some love stuff. We're going to talk about some romance stuff. We're going to talk about some intimate stuff on After Dark with Shawn Cornelius and my special guest, Quantah Moore. Are you coming back with me?
Absolutely, brother. You know I
All
got
right. You just hang right there. We'll be right back.
you. All right.
What's going on? This is Wanye Morris of Boys to Men here showing love and support for my boy, Shawn Cornelius, and his Enough is Enough movement to stop the senseless killings. We need to stand strong, y'all, together and heal our country. So, keep up the good work, SC. Much love, yo. Peace. As I walk through my
I'm Terrence Weatherspoon reporting live for the No News Network. Here's the report. There is no news. Everybody on Facebook has it. That's the report. I'm Terrence Weatherspoon live for the No News Network. See you next time. Maybe.
Hey, what's really good, y'all? I'm Al Bynum. I'm an actor, writer, DJ, and a basketball coach. But listen, make sure you tune into that hit show, After Dark, with the creator and host, my main man, Shawn Cornelius, a.k.a. Shawn Boogie. Hey, listen, make sure you watch. You won't be disappointed. I promise you. All right? Peace.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to After Dark with Shawn Cornelius, my special guest, Quantah Moore. Hanging, you good?
Peace. I'm good. I'm
Oh,
here.
definitely want
I'm
to give
still here,
thanks.
brother.
Well, thank you for sticking around, and want to give thanks to Al Bynum and also Wanye Morris for their part to play in the situation. So Quantah, here we go. We're inside the second half of the show. You did such a great job in the first half. I need you to do one more thing. I need you to just give me an abracadabra really quickly. Just give me an abracadabra so we can change the set.
Abracadabra, y'all.
There we go. We're in the love zone. We have just arrived and landed in the love zone. So, it has happened till it's time to end the show. We're going to be in our love zone. I'm going to be asking you some questions, and they're very easy, so you can relax. Just take it easy. And these are
Yeah.
all questions and things that you believe in. And we'll start it off. We'll start it off this way. We'll start off, and then we'll end it with the seven that the people like. So we'll start off really easy. What is your definition of love?
It is the foundation for every single thing that we do. First and foremost, God is love. There are only two emotions that drive us to react and respond to life, and that is love and fear. And neither one of them can occupy the same space at the same time. So when you choose love in your actions and your thoughts in response to what life is giving you on a romantic level, since we're in the love zone, love for me.
Don't go. Okay,
Oh,
all
you
right.
don't want me to go
No,
that
no,
deep?
no, no. Since you went, okay, I just want to make sure you didn't do romance because that's the next one. So what
Oh,
you said, love. Go ahead, love. Go ahead. You can go.
okay. Love is intimacy, between two people and whatever that looks like. There's no right or wrong way. You build together and you set certain expectations upon one another, even though there really shouldn't be, but there has to be some type of foundation and ground work done to be able to say, hey, we've been together 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, 5 years, and being faithful and real and truthful and honest, giving someone of yourself unconditionally and wanting to, be that person's go to, being somebody's peace, being someone's words of encouragement, knowing that you can refuel, yourself with someone else is a blessing. That's what love to me is on an
All right,
intimate
I'm
level.
gonna let you keep talking until you start fumbling and start. So it's basically all right. Well, what is what is your definition of romance then?
Romance is uh when someone takes the time out to go out of their way to show you how special you really are to them in their life. Unexpected gifts, unexpected dates, unexpected I love yous, in a lunchbox when you know, making lunch for your significant other, not just a woman making lunch for her man, but a man making lunch for his woman and slipping just a little love note, just to, that's romantic, a bubble bath after a hard day, having the foot massager bubbling with water when your man or your woman comes home because they tired and they feet hurt, they on their feet all day. That's romance, you know enjoying the scent of a new candle, at nighttime, baby. What do you think? Aromatherapy, like all of that is romance. It's simple. It doesn't take a lot. It don't take a lot of money. 5-star restaurant. It's just the little things that you go out of your way to show somebody, yo, I was thinking about you. I made an effort and I want to show you just how special you are to me. That's what romance is to
Wonderful
me.
situation. So give me an example of a date for you.
Well,
You're setting this up now, not the man. It's you.
oh, this is me.
This is
Okay,
you taking
okay.
control.
Well, I can only go off of my own experience. So for me, a successful date is a night full of laughter, um, a night full of exploring new things about one another, and you know, and you know, having some good food, you know, listening to some good music, vibing together, and you know, and then you know, get real sexy with it. And you know, and then you got your foreplay going on, and then you got, you know, the straight love making sessions that go for hours. At least you want them to go for hours. And waking up in the morning, you know, and looking that person in the face and saying, dang, I still like you. It's tomorrow. Like that's the perfect day for me.
Whatever works. Whatever works for you. I
And
let it
go
go.
have, listen, and then you know you got to nurture your. I mean, you know, you might have another romantic session from, you know,
Uh,
continuation from last
but
time. We asked you,
come on now, that date ain't
hold
going that
on, no,
long.
no, no,
Like
no,
that's
no, no. You want it raw, straight vodka, no chaser. This is
I'll
what it
just
is. And
go
then
with
going
that.
to get something to eat. Look, you cut me off.
Nah.
Oh,
All right, do the last part again.
oh, wait, what happened? Why we disconnected?
We didn't disconnect. I still got you.
I can't see you though. Wait,
I
where we at?
I don't know, but I got you. I got you watching and looking and doing everything you're doing. I can see everything you're
Okay,
doing.
well, wait a minute, cause okay, there we go. And so, okay, I don't know. Just, oh my God, what is that? I'm on that trace. Oh
Yeah.
Jesus! Look, that's what happens for talking too
Take
much.
that other one off. Take that last one. Yeah, there you go. You back.
Okay, but I can't see you, brother.
I can. Well, then you're gonna have to do this one a card. You're gonna have to do it.
Okay, well, I
Yeah, because
can't see
I can see
myself.
you perfectly. I can see you fine.
Okay.
What something popping up on your thing?
Oh my goodness, like all kind of stuff is happening on my phone right
All
now.
right, so just leave it where it's at the moment because I can see you still perfectly. I see you looking around the room or whatever you're looking
I'm
for.
like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight
So
Zone. I
I
can't see
got
nothing.
yeah, I gotta change it to just me for a second so nobody can see what you're doing. But I got you both. You're on the screen. That just don't bring that other you back up.
Okay.
Well, I
All right.
got you.
So,
As
all
long as
right.
you can
So
still
ask.
hear me, everything is good.
Okay. So ask the question so I know what I'm doing because I.
All right. Remember, you didn't see them, so don't worry. You just gotta hear me.
Okay.
All right. So now, from 1 to 10, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where would you put yourself uh, on a scale of 1 to 10 on romance and love? Just with a combination, where would you put yourself? 1 to 10. And if it's more, it's more. And you tell me what number it is.
You know, I can't score myself. I don't know. That's for somebody else to score me. I mean, I give 100% of myself in every single thing that I do. I'm a Leo. I'm a perfectionist. It's in my nature. I can't help it. So I would hope that any, you know, person that had the chance to experience love with me, that they would give me a 10, you know. And I'm just gonna stay humble with that.
That's fine. You can stay. You can stay
Yeah,
where you at.
I'm gonna stay humble.
All right. Okay. We can go. We can rock it on that on the level. Okay. So you're walking down the street. A
Mm-hmm.
can. There's a can in your way, and you just kick the can. Out comes a genie, which is me. I only have one wish. I'm working my way up to the bottle and I'm working my way up to 3 wishes. I got one wish. I can give you that. Must involve love. It has to involve love. What is your one wish that involves love for you?
For me, what would I wish for if I had one wish that involves love?
Yep, exactly. Yep.
That everybody in the world can experience the love of God. Everybody in the world to experience the true love of God in their hearts.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. All
Yeah.
right. So give me five. Name me. No, give me three. So let's make it easy. Give me three things that attract you to a man.
Um, his smile.
Okay.
Well, can I take that back? I'm gonna say his face because then you know, it goes to the eyes, and then I only got one more. So his face is the first thing that
Okay.
attracts me to a man. The way he speaks,
Okay. So it's just his face and the way he speaks.
The way he speaks when he opens his mouth, and that's I'm attracted to that. And then I guess if since I only got three, it would be his heart, like how giving he is and how kind he is and how gentle he is, um and
Okay. So
and his strength, because your heart also shows fearlessness, you know what I'm saying? So I would say the heart would be the third.
we'll tuck that under the heart. So his eyes, his heart,
No, his face,
his face, his heart,
the way he
his
speaks,
way he speaks, and his heart.
and his heart.
Okay,
Yes.
those three are cool. All right. So give me three things that are unattractive about a man. Three things that don't attract you to a man.
um the first thing I would notice that would make me unattracted to a man is how he dresses.
Okay, that's one.
um
That's one.
yeah, that's like, okay. Oh God, I hate sounding superficial, you know what I'm saying? That's
Nah, this is these are
superficial.
real. These are real things.
That is
Whatever.
so superficial.
Yeah,
And
these are real
then the
things.
next thing would be his teeth.
Okay.
Like, oh my gosh, gotta have pretty teeth
All
or
right.
nice teeth, or at least not yellow and brown and yuck
Okay.
mouth teeth. And then
Okay.
the third thing would be, I guess, how he carries himself in public. If he conducts himself like a gentleman, or like a, not, all crazy and ghetto. If that's,
Okay.
you want a real man. Like, women
Sure.
want real men. They don't want no boys. You got to build a man. Like, at this age, if you don't know what to do, I can't teach you. I don't got time for it. I
Sure, and
really.
then remember that if people that are watching, this is coming from a 50-year-old,
Yes.
someone who's been down that road already,
Hello.
who's built a man, who's done that, who's tried to do that. So we get it, we get it. Don't worry about it. It's all wonderful. Okay, respect, honesty, and trust. Okay, those three things: respect, honesty, and trust. Take one away and carry on your business. Which one are you taking away? Which one can you live without? At least on this show.
Um, Respect. I can get rid of the trust. You want to know why?
Of
Because
course.
I'm gonna get rid of the trust, because respect and honesty builds trust. So for me, it would be the trust, because if I can get the respect and the honesty from you, then that's the foundation for the trust. Because those are the steps that you have to take in order to build trust for and with someone. Trust is the last thing that is really learned or earned or given. You know what I'm saying? Once you go through the trust, I mean the respect and the honesty. So I'll get rid of trust.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. That sounds very good. Some people get caught up with that one because it's hard because of respect, honesty, and trust. So that's fantastic. Um, tell me. Let's see. I'm gonna look at my paper this way I can find out what makes you unique. What makes Quantum more unique?
Mm.
What would make a guy want to be with you, spend time with you? What makes you unique?
I'm comfortable in my own skin. I think that is my greatest gift. Um, what you see is what you get. You don't have to like try to figure me out. Um, yeah. What was the question again? I had a senior moment
You
because I
got so
want to
deep. You had a
build on it.
senior moment.
I want to build on it, but I forgot like the initial. What was the question?
What makes you unique? What makes
Oh,
you
what makes
unique?
me unique?
Yeah. What
Um,
makes a person go, I gotta be with her. I gotta spend time with her. I want to spend time with her.
I really I try to own my truths, and and that forces me to be comfortable in my own skin. Like I said, what makes me unique, the my ability to, I guess, be all that is needed in the moment for whoever I'm involved with. My gifts make me unique. You know, um, I don't know. I don't know. I guess just me being me is what makes me. I can only be who I am. Life experiences cultivates who we are, and how we deal with certain situations. And, being, an elder, which I consider myself that now that I've turned 50, there's a responsibility to lead by example, and to get it right. Like we don't have no time to waste and play games, and so it's straight on it. Like the cards is on the table, we pick them up, we look at them, and we play our hand accordingly. you know and I don't have time to waste. So if it's not what I want or need, I'm going to put it down and keep it moving, because I got other things to build upon. I got
Right.
legacies to build, and generational wealth to create. And love is something that I would want to conquer. I have yet to conquer. I'm single. I'm single right now. So am I the perfect person to give romantic advice to? I think I would rather have someone who's been with someone for 50 years share with me.
Yeah, but even they're not perfect. They're not 100%.
No,
So
but they
yeah,
have what it take to make it last. You know what I'm saying?
for
And
what?
that's
Yeah,
what
quite
I'm
some
talking about.
time. Sure, of course.
Making it last, holding on to one another, enough to get through the storms of life, and not quitting and giving up on the person that you decided that you wanted to, spend the rest of your life with. Like, storms are gonna come. You can't run from them. You got to embrace each other a little harder and stronger to get through that, so that you can have the reward of saying, look, 10 years later. you
Right, right. All right. So, in speaking about that, then let's run into this question, or these things. Give me 5 things that that you love about the world. 5 things that are good about life. 5 things. You named a few in just in your whole conversation about loving and living and things in this whole time that we've been together. So it should be easy for you to come up with five. Just five.
5 things that I love about life.
5 things you love about life, this world. This is about life. Yep.
Okay, the first thing I would say that I love about life is actual life, procreation, and the babies, the children, um, is the one thing that I love about life, and
Okay.
being able to create life,
Hmm.
giving birth to things,
Okay.
uh,
That's one.
yeah, uh, things that I love about life. Um, family.
Okay.
Family would be the second thing I love about life.
Okay. That's two.
The third thing that I love about life is human connection, the ability for the God in me to connect to the God in you is one of the things that I truly love
Okay. That's
about
three.
who I am. Number four, um, things that I love about life, food. Oh my God, my taste buds.
We'll get. Don't even go. Don't go extra because you're gonna give a chance. All right.
The
Four.
taste buds, food. I like to eat. I'm not this fluffy for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number five would be um sex. How superficial is that, y'all?
I'm gonna take it because I'm a lover
Okay.
like that as well. I'm gonna take
I
it.
love the fact that we are sexual beings, and how we're able to release stress and emotions and just come together and just create love. And without sex, we don't have life. We can't have the babies, without, all of that just, just comes together. So That's
All
my
right.
5. That's my top 5. There you
All
go.
right, we got your we got your 5. We're gonna jump into our favorites, and then we're gonna end the show and get you off, and we can talk some more and do whatever. But let's jump into the favorites really quickly because we're running out of time. And
Okay.
these all you do is answer these questions, and then we'll close out the show. That was fantastic. So your 5 was good. All right, your favorite number 1, your favorite food.
Oh man. My favorite one food or my
Favorite
favorite
food.
dish?
That's it. Favorite food.
Oh shoot. I have to say potato.
Okay, potato. I'm gonna talk with you afterwards. Your favorite book.
My favorite book is my Jiggy Popcorn collection.
Okay. Favorite movie.
The first thing that came to my mind was Ghost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Favorite flower.
Rose.
Okay. Favorite drink.
Dirty martini, extra dirty with extra stuffed olives. Hello. And I'm not an alcoholic, y'all, but that would be the drink to make me one. I ain't
And,
gonna lie.
and your
Hello.
favorite your favorite sexual position.
Oh, really, Shawn?
Favorite sexual
Do I
position.
have to be honest or give you the clean version?
You have to be honest. Favorite sexual position.
Oh my God. Really, Shawn? Okay, so okay, I'm gonna keep it real
Just,
because that's the
just,
only way
just
I
gonna
know
put
how
it
to
out
do it.
there.
You put me on the spot. My favorite sexual position is 69. There you go.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. You should
That's
have heard some of the ones that I've gotten. So that's pretty easy.
oh, man.
All right, let's jump back into the love zone. Give me that abracadabra one more time.
Abracadabra.
We have jumped back into our beginning A. That's the end of the show. That's the thank you so much, Quantah
Oh,
Moore, for being here. You and I can talk some more after I end the show and we go further. But I appreciate you being here. Uh, and it's been such an inspirational and educational situation.
thank you for having me, my dear brother. Anytime I'm here for you, you know how we do. I love
Yes,
you.
yes,
Thank you
yes.
for having
So
me.
thank you.
And peace and blessings to y'all out there. Hopefully you look out for my book. Know that I do have my own day. I wasn't just spitting bars. August 7th is officially Tammy Eliza Day in the state of New York in the town of Ramapo for the Distinguished Service Award that I received for giving, myself and my poetry workshop to the community that I lived in for so many years. So, look out for me. I'm coming, and God is good. He gets all the glory.
Thank you so much for being here. And thank you all for sitting out there, hanging out with Shawn Cornelius and my friend Quantah Moore. And just look for us again next week, obviously next Monday night, 10:30, same time here in BronxNet. We'll make sure that we're here and continue blessings to everybody. So please go with God in your heart. Have a peace of mind. Have a wonderful, wonderful tomorrow. And wear your mask. And I love your mom and dad who have gone before me. God bless you all. Have a great night. Quantah Moore, I love you, darling. Thank you so
Love you
much
too. Peace.
for coming through, hanging out.
Thank you. Peace.